Let's talk about two ways to effectively use masks in Photoshop: clipping masks and layer masks. Simply put, clipping masks allow you to clip the information of a layer above onto the pixels of the layer below. Here I have another pair of circles and two squiggle layers above them to demonstrate how clipping masks work. If I move the circles to be above those squiggle layers, I can change the circle above it to be a clipping mask by selecting that layer, right-clicking to bring up this layer menu, and selecting Create Clipping Mask. Now that circle has indented and a little arrow pointing downward has appeared to the left. The color of that layer is now clipping to the shape of the pixels below it. From here, I can also adjust the blending mode of said clipping mask or add even more pixels to it. I can also make different effects by clipping things like photo images onto other layers. If I take this very generic stock photo, I can turn it into a clipping mask over this circle to clip any part of the photo into the circle. If I move my layer with the Move tool, the content or the pixels will move around within that circle. I can actually do the same process with the squiggle layer by turning this photo into a clipping mask above it. Clipping mask will clip to whatever shape is below it, including white pixels. If I try to clip this layer just to the shape of the man in the image and not the background fill color, the clipping mask will actually fill to the edges of this color fill because it's on the same layer. It clips to all pixels on the layer below. I can use the marquee tool to create a background behind an illustration and then use clipping mask to add a gradient, whatever, strictly within this area, one that I can continually edit really easily. Now that I have this BG or background layer, it doesn't matter what color it is, the clipping mask will change it. I can add a gradient by right-clicking the paint bucket tool to select the gradient tool here. Now I can draw a gradient and keep it within the bounds of my BG or background layer. I can also change my gradient by simply applying a new one over and over. Layer masks within Photoshop allow you to delete pixel information on a layer without permanently erasing it. So say I want this ghost drawing to be white against this color background. I can add a layer on top and add white with the brush tool, but I could also use the layer mask on this color layer. While I have this color layer selected, I will go down to the bottom of my layers panel to the rectangle with the circle icon, which looks like a little flag of Japan, and click. Now Photoshop has added another white thumbnail to the right of my normal layer thumbnail. If I click this, you might have noticed it, but if you didn't, when I click this layer mask, my color picker changed to black or white. Now, as I use the brush tool to put down black pixel, it erases the image. Whenever or wherever I put down black pixels on the layer mask, it will hide the information. And I can put down white pixels to actually bring it back.